Well, I hate to say it, but as an American, I don't think our country is #1 in sports anymore. I just don't think so. Or at least in basketball, because I watched game 2 of the USA versus Australia game, and let me tell you, we are screwed as a country. In more ways than one. And I mean that 100%. We lost to the likes of Patty Mills, who is now the Michael Jordan of Australia as far as I know, as he scored 31 points on us, a broken Andrew Bogut, the Steph Curry whisperer Matthew Dellavedova, and the 6'8" YMCA Hall of Famer Joe Ingles and Aaron Baines. How does the dominant US of A lose to this team? Now let me also say this is not a video on the game specifically, it's a video on the team. But it's simple if you still want the answer. They all know each other and they're the best of their country. Unlike us in America, where it's basically the people who just feel like doing it and come to play in the FIBA or the Olympics. Also, they somehow outcoach Greg Popovich and use a lot of screens and teamwork. Unlike the US, who strive on ISO situations the whole entire game. I'm looking at you, Jason Kobe Bryant Tatum. But anyways, I, Alvini Linguine, will be doing an analysis of this great value USA basketball team and discuss how screwed we are when we go against others, well, some certain countries. Anyways, you already know who it is. Roll it!
He incurred an injury dealing with weights in the weight room, so he's stitched up in the left hand doing all this.
Alright, throughout the years of FIBA basketball, we of the United States of America have always been dominant and the country to beat. 9 times out of 10, we are taking gold unless we have a bad year. The last time in 2014 when we played the FIBA, we had a team of stars of DeMarcus Cousins, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Andre Drummond, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, and even Derrick Rose. Now how do you go from this to this? Well, to keep things short, the landscape of the league has changed drastically this last decade. And if you want my opinion, a lot of these guys are treating basketball more as a business than actually playing the sport they love and getting paid for it. So all of the top tier names have rejected the offer, and here we are now. I won't even call this a B team. This is a damn C team. But let's meet the team, shall we? If y'all don't mind, I'm just gonna give the players on the Celtics their own category since there's like 4 of them. Anyways, the Celtics players on this team include Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart. Now originally, I thought, okay, cool, this will be an opportunity for these guys to make some chemistry with Kyrie gone and Kemba being the new point guard. Now Kemba is taking the scoring duties to himself, and he is averaging 18 points a game on 47% shooting right now. So he is doing well, and even Jaylen Brown is making things work. He is the 3rd best scorer at 11 points a game on an amazing 71% shooting from the field. He has even made 3 out of 4 3-pointers, so he is working on the situation he is in. Now the problem I have out of these Celtics players is Jason Tatum. That dude is taking so many ill-advised shots, it's ridiculous. Like, I don't know if he's trying to actually be the next Kobe Bryant, but he is taking so many bad ISO shots. I was watching the Australia game, and when I tell you the coaches noticed him doing this and just kept letting him do it as a defensive game plan, it's terrible. I'm surprised Pop didn't tell him to stop. Because he is playing the 3rd most minutes and shot the 3rd most shots, he needs to chill because he's starting to become a black hole for them offensively. On the game they lost, he went 2 of 8 for 5 points. And in the next game against Canada, he shot 2 of 11. He needs to stop taking so many bad shots and help out in other areas, or that championship trophy will go to another country. Oh, and Marcus Smart is doing fine, I guess. Even though Kemba is the leader of this team, Donovan Mitchell is the 2nd in command, and some people even think he is the leader. He could have been on this team honestly if there were stars on this team. He is currently averaging 12 points a game on 42% shooting, so he's doing alright scoring wise. The thing I'm noticing about him, and another person on this list, is how they are attracting so many fouls and turnovers. Now Kemba Walker is the main ball handler, and he has only turned over the ball 3 times, while Donovan Mitchell has done it 11 times in 3 games, which is 3 a game, but I believe he'll be fine. He just needs to stop getting in foul trouble. Next is the supposed all-star, Chris Middleton, who is atrocious from the 3-point line. In his first 3 games, he is shooting 3 of 13 from beyond the arc. That is 23%, not acceptable from the guy who averaged 38% from the three in the season on 6 shots a game. Plus, just like Donovan Mitchell, he's turning over the ball too much, but honestly, Chris Middleton's doing worse than him. This is where I'll place Harrison Barnes and Miles Turner. Harrison Barnes is very steady and is playing his role right as a secondary scorer, as he's averaging 8 points a game on 48% shooting from the field. He's even playing some small ball forward in the matches too, since they don't have too much height outside of Miles Turner and Brook Lopez. Not only if he could find a good team to do that for in the league, because he's no #1 player. And next is the defensive anchor Miles Turner, who is killing it in the post as he's averaging 1.5 blocks a game throughout the matches so far. But I think it's fair to say we already know what he's going to do in these matches: block shots, get rebounds, and shoot off the pick and pop. Not too much more to say on that. Now this is where the bench warmers of the team will stay, because in every team, not everybody can play a lot of minutes. First is Joe Harris, last season's 3-point champion. Fuck you, Steph Curry, and we already know what he's here to do, and that is shoot. In the 4 games they played so far, he has shot 3 of 7 for the 3, which is 42%, so he is playing his role well. Speaking of threes, Brook Lopez has revived his career by shooting them. He has not done much so far, and I'm surprised he isn't playing more, but I'm sure Greg Popovich has a reason for it. Then there is Derek White, one of Greg Popovich's developing players. Once again, he isn't doing much, but he has a bunch of other players above him in his position, so what can you do? But lastly, the player that has the least appeal on this whole team, Mason fucking Plumlee. One of the sole reasons this team is being rightfully criticized. Out of all the players there were to choose in the NBA, y'all invited the damn milkman over here to represent our country. If someone can justify why he's here, then you got me. But who in their damn mind would choose this man? There are plenty other big men better than him. Yeah, I went on a little rant back there. Y'all didn't need to hear that. Anyways, what do you think of the team representing our great red, white, and blue? For me, I give them a 6 out of 10 rating. Like I said before, this is a real great value brand national team. But it's still funny, even though we have our C team out there, we can still win this championship. And let me just say this right now, whatever country does beat us, I don't care who they are, I at least want 50% of that roster to have some sort of NBA contract. It's the least we can do for being a sorry country. Also, I don't care what anyone says, our biggest competition we are dealing with right now is the 2 oldest Antetokounmpo brothers in Greece, and they also have 3 former NBA players. Giannis alone saying he'd rather take gold than winning the NBA championship kind of scares me, because he's just more motivated to beat us. So if that matchup does ever happen, we are in for the game of the century. Also, we have to consider the other usual threats with tons of NBA talent, like Spain and now Serbia with Nikola Jokic, Boban, and other NBA talent. So it'll be an interesting FIBA tournament for sure. So tell me, what teams are you rooting for if it isn't the US? Tell me in the comments below. Also, we go against the Czech Republic tomorrow as I'm making this video, so I already know that it's going to be an instant blowout, guaranteed, even with this weak team. Make sure to check out my socials like my Instagram and Twitter so we can chat, because I love to interact with the subs. Also, like the video to support the US in the tournament, and if you dislike the video, that just tells me you're from another country, but it won't help because we'll still beat your country to the ground with no mercy. Anyways, this is your boy, Alvini Linguine, saying peace.